So away go the Mini GP riders into the first corner of this tight first corner, and a good clean start. They all get round safely down the straight into this long right-hand hairpin, and it looks like number 24, Ryan Frost, your early race leader. Chloe Jones in there as well, into the 90-degree left-hander, and down the straight they go. Great start though for number 24, Ryan Frost, as they charge down the straight and into this second part of the lap here at Rednal. It gets very tight and very technical indeed. You'll see the chicanes in a few moments' time when the leaders make their way round. And this part of the track, as we're saying, it's a complete contrast to the first half of the lap. Very slow indeed and very technical. Good line choice and keeping the momentum absolutely essential. But Ryan Frost comes round the final corner, down the start straight, and looks in great form as the rest of the field go charging through. So Ryan Frost leads the way. He's coming under some pressure though from Chloe Jones in second place. Frost nice and gingerly on the inside line round the hairpin, makes his way back towards the straight, tries to pull away from Jones in second. Chloe Jones still there in second, right on his tail as they go charging down the straight. Ryan Frost gets another gear and into this long right-hand corner. And this one, it can be a bit difficult. It gradually gets tighter and tighter. It's very fast entry and very slow exit, and then through into the chicanes the second half of the lap. And Ryan Frost, 24, your race leader, with Chloe Jones right in his tail, into this double apex right-hander into the straight. And Ryan Frost holds on to the lead. The rest of the field make their way through. Lewis Jones, Harris Beach, Kyle Tinker, Rossi Brown in there as well. Taylor Rose and Corey Tinker running well. We're at the front. Ryan Frost still holds on to the lead. Chloe Jones in second. They make their way into the left-hander and back down the straight once again. Chloe Jones not quite close enough to get a jump on the race leader Ryan Frost. He's got a couple of seconds advantage and leads into the right-hander. Dives into the corner nice and early there, guards that inside line. And it looks like Lewis Jones, Harris Beach, Rossi Brown running well as well. Kyle Tinker, Taylor Rose, Corey Tinker, Ben Taylor, Ben Watson, Samuel Laidlow and Fred McMullen, all running very well in these opening stages of the race. At the front though, the leaders make their way back down the straight, and it looks like Chloe Jones starting to put the race leader Ryan Frost under some pressure as they make their way up towards the hairpin. Now they go around the outside of the back marker. Ryan Frost goes through and still looks in good form. Chloe Jones keeping the pressure on though in second place. They go back down the straight. That was 0.5 Fred McMullen that they just lapped. And Ryan Frost looking very strong again, guarding that inside line going into the right-hand hairpin. And very wide entry into that hairpin as the third place rider just goes down the inside of number 0.5 Fred McMullen. One of the novice riders having a good first outing here at Rednal, the Shropshire circuit, on the site of a former airfield. And you can see certainly on the first half of the lap it's very fast indeed. They make their way back down the straight. The top two really starting to pull away from the rest of the field, and it's turning into a duel between Ryan Frost and Chloe Jones in second. Jones all over the back wheel now of Ryan Frost. Frost knows she's there. Jones goes down the inside. Chloe Jones takes the lead. But is Ryan Frost going to get the lead on the exit? No, he isn't. Chloe Jones holds on to that lead down the back straight, and now it's Ryan Frost's turn to try and fight back. Frost goes round the outside into the hairpin now. Can he make that pass stick? Jones has got the inside line and she holds on. And let's see what Ryan Frost can do. Can he get that lead on the way out? Lewis Jones well placed and Harris Beach as well. But Chloe Jones now leads the way. Ryan Frost all over the rear wheel. And now it's Ryan Frost's turn to fight for the lead as they make their way back down the straight into that fast right-hander. You can see a bit further down the rest of the field making their way through. But Ryan Frost goes round the first corner and he's going to try, not quite close enough to try down the inside of Chloe Jones. She guards the apex of that corner and holds on to the lead. They're starting to close up on the traffic though. This could make things interesting as they make their way down the straight. Once again, Ryan Frost goes down the left-hand side of Chloe Jones. Jones has got the line into the corner, but Frost goes round the outside. A great move there from Ryan Frost and retakes the lead into that right-hander. They make their way through the chicanes and still running strongly in third. We see Lewis Jones and Rossi Brown in there as well. Harris Beach running strongly, but Ryan Frost retakes the lead and pulls a small gap from Chloe Jones. Jones is still there though in that second place. The rest of the field charging down the back straight here at Rednal into the top corner and battles all the way through the field. We saw number 22, Taylor Rose, in there. Ryan Frost now going down the inside of the back markers into the hairpin. Oh, and he goes down! Ryan Frost just lost the front end. He's all right, but frantically trying to get some help from the marshals to get back into the race. Now, I don't know if Ryan Frost was perhaps lost his concentration, maybe lapping the back markers, but an inexplicable mistake. You don't normally see Ryan Frost making a mistake like that. And I'm sure he'll be furious. He's okay and back into the race. But that means, of course, that Chloe Jones is now the race leader and is pretty much unchallenged at the front. She's looking in great form going into the final chicane. Her main rival, Ryan Frost, back in the race, but quite some distance down. I think he's in around 5th place, just behind Harris Beach. We should see him making his way back up the straight any moment now. There he is. So Ryan Frost, as we say, he's all right, but he's in, I say he's down in about 5th, 6th place, battling there with Taylor Rose and Kyle Tinker. So that means that Chloe Jones has just got to stay out of trouble on these last few laps. She's looking in great form as she makes her way down the back straight, gets back on the power. That machine screaming down the straight into that top hairpin. And Jones, of course, has the luxury to take a nice wide entry into that hairpin. No pressure from anyone else at the moment. She's leading by quite some margin from Lewis Jones in 2nd place. And Jones, Chloe Jones, I should say, of course, the race leader. She's got the time to pick her way through the back markers. She goes round the final chicane, gets back on the power, and makes her way up towards the first few corners into that hairpin that, of course, claimed Ryan Frost a bit earlier on. And there she is, Chloe Jones, makes her way round the first corner, got number 120 in front, Ben Watson, who's going to go a lap down. Chloe Jones, your race leader, looking in great form, as you can see, taking her time. She doesn't need to rush. She can wait to get Watson down the straight, and there she goes down the inside of the back marker, gets back on the power. And Ben Watson goes a lap down. Chloe Jones riding a smart race at the moment then. She knows she's got a decent gap between her and the 2nd place rider, which is Lewis Jones. A bit further behind in 2nd. Chloe Jones makes her way through the chicane in the closing stage of the race now, looking in great form around that final chicane, and back down the straight she goes. There's Ben Watson just behind, who's a lap down. The rest of the field make their way through. Number 83 in there, that's Harris Beach, currently in 4th place. Ryan Frost in there as well, he's battling for 5th. But Chloe Jones goes back into the 2nd corner, that long right-hand hairpin. Very slow technical part of the course. Into the left-hander and back down the straight she goes. That really long drag down the back straight. And Jones really opens the machine up. She goes into the top corner. There's number 05 in front there, Fred McMullen, who will go another lap down. Now a novice rider. And as we say, though, Chloe Jones, she doesn't need to rush things. Ryan Frost, meanwhile, battling his way through the back markers, trying to get back amongst the leaders. He's up there to 5th place, got Harris Beach in front of him. But Ryan Frost, I'm sure, will be cursing that mistake. He'll be furious with himself. But Chloe Jones goes round the final corner and takes the checkered flag. So Chloe Jones takes the checkered flag and the overall result in the 140 class from Lewis Jones and Harris Beach. In the OB0, it was Ryan Frost who took the overall win from Rossi Brown and Ben Taylor in 3rd.